In light of their poor performance with the undercover journalists, Pete has organised a masterclass in discretion.
Of paramount importance for a PA is knowing exactly what you can and cannot say in every situation.
Often when you're working for a celebrity, all types of people will try to glean information from you. And other than the client's close family, you're the only other person that's going to know all of this information. So it's imperative, as your client's PA, to know what to say and what not to say.
Now, to teach you this really critical skill that you'll need if you end up being Pete's PA, we've got an expert in communication and body language, Robert Phipps. So we're going to leave you in his capable hands and see you later.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Donna. Good morning, everybody. Now, you have to remember that when you're dealing with people, it's not just the words that are coming out of your mouth that they're paying attention to. They're also paying attention to your body language. Because your body language can give you away. If you're saying one thing, but your body says another, the journalist, believe me, will believe your body. Because your body doesn't know how to tell lies.
I don't know much about body language, and I found that aspect really fascinating.
If you talk with your hands open to people, they will feel that you're being honest with them. I'm sorry, I don't know that information, I can't give you that information. Little shrug of the shoulders. In which case you're being open, relaxed with them, or do you talk to them palm down? In which case you're being very controlling, you're taking control of the situation. They know damn well you've got the information, but you're not going to give it.
Yeah.
Yeah? Also, the way you stand and the way you angle yourself to people. If you stand front onto somebody, face to face, you're going to come across as a lot more hostile. There's a barrier between you. If you angle your body so as you're almost as though there's a third person in the middle, you'll get on a lot better. Now, if you're going to come across as friendly to somebody, you've got to look in the eyes. But if you maintain too much eye contact, you'll actually come across as hostile and aggressive. However, sometimes you might want to become very assertive with somebody who's being a bit of a pain. In which case, change your gaze to here. Okay? So let's put a few of these things to the test and see how you get on. We've heard a rumour that Pete's actually getting married.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about that? What can you tell me?
Absolutely nothing, I'm afraid. It's just hearsay at the moment.
Just rumours?
Yeah.
So you're getting all flustered? I only want to know, is there a wedding?
Nothing to say.
Is that because you don't know, or you haven't actually gone?
No.
So there is info.
Well, there may be. Our public relations department will be in touch. Thank you.
Who's... Oh. Well done. However, all I would say to that is that immediately cut me off as aggressive, and you actually... So if you want to deal with me again in future, do you think we're going to have a good rapport? As soon as you turn your back or angle yourself against somebody, you're saying, go away. Shelley, when you came up to stand up, you stood with your hands behind your back. Now that immediately makes you the one in control. However, you didn't give any other hand movements. You tended to keep your hands behind. And what you were doing, every time I asked you a question where you got a little bit flustered, your head goes and the eyes start flashing like, You're better off just taking a deep breath, a pause, and going, actually, I don't know anything about that. But when you allow anyone to fluster you, they're in control, okay? Coming on to Damon, you were great because you kept a nice smiley face and it was, I didn't really know. No, I don't know anything about that. You know, just go away, thank you. And when I've got something, I'll come back to you. So it was very good. You're saying one thing with your mouth and another thing with your body. The journos or whoever will know they've got something and they'll keep pushing and pushing and pushing. So remember to be discreet with your body as well as your mouth.
He's a fascinating guy. I could literally spend hours picking his brains about stuff. Good guy.
The candidates go to meet Pete's loved ones to state their case for becoming his PA.
I've briefed my friends and family to kind of really try and judge these people on a professional level, who they feel will be suitable to be around me, because my friends and family have been around me for most of my life, so they can probably see more objectively than I can who is going to be suitable.
Pete's personality is so funny, he's really witty, really intelligent, but very firm. So, you know, whoever's going to do this job has got to be really, really, really on the ball.
It's not like a hierarchical thing. Everyone would be doing their bit, but it would have to be someone who just kind of got Pete. I mean, to live with, he can be quite demanding.
It's vital that the PA is discreet, because they will be working very closely with Pete. Pete wouldn't tolerate anything else from them.
Natalie, you now have 2 minutes to sell yourself, starting now.
Okay, I think I should be Pete's PA because I already have an abundance of experience in the role. I'm currently a legal PA to 5 people, deal with very strong characters, big egos. I think I'm calm in a crisis. I'm a very strong person. I think I'm good at solving problems. I work methodically, logically, I'm rational. I'm not too sure whether I impress Pete's friends and family at the moment. I think I became quite rambling.
She's absolutely unmissable. You know, she certainly brings energy around.
How ambitious are you?
I am ambitious. I've had a very unusual life. I'm a very strong person. Since the moment I came out of my mum, I have been fighting. I don't think Pete really wants someone to wimp around him. I definitely think I could get along and work with and hang out with Pete's friends and loved ones. I get a really good feeling when I'm around them, and I think we all also have a similar sense of humour.
I think she's got a warmth about her. I think she's very calm.
Do you think you could really cope with being his PA?
Yeah, definitely. I am quite confident in fashion. They've got no ties.
Anything else to say? Still 20 seconds.
You know, I can't think.
10 more seconds.
No pressure.
I've got a lot of big characters in my life as friends, and not as big as Pete. I'm only 23. In the 23 years, I've done a lot. I've done a lot of travelling, met a lot of people.
Still got 20 seconds, Ian.
Okay. I work with kids, and I'm only 23.
Still got 30 seconds.
Okay.
Sell it.
Okay. I've got, as goes for kids, I've worked with kids doing a lot of sport. I used to do play scheme with kids. I have a lot of friends of different groups back home, and they all confide in me.
Still got 10 seconds.
Yeah, God. But this was actually free, so we actually, that was good. But no, I really like the job.
The longest minute ever.
Your time is up.
I think I did well, but I'm not that strong at selling myself.
Ian is such a sweet guy, a really, really lovely, sweet guy.
Do you think your personality is big enough to cope with Pete?
Oh, I do hope so. I'm highly professional. I'm so honoured to have met you and Pete. I'm big enough and strong enough to take whatever comes my way and deal with it. I wouldn't discuss his issues with people, not even with his friends. I hope I sold myself well. Obviously, like I said, his friend's opinion is very important to him.
Nikki has got a really nice aura around her.
How do you think you'd cope?
I don't need water or food or anything. When I'm in the zone of like this is work, I don't need to stop. Just get on with it until the job's done.
Till you faint from lack of
hydration. Maybe exhaustion, yeah. I have empathy with you guys.
Are you too posh for him?
No, I'm very down to earth as well. I'm a very good, calm person to be around. Everybody seems to like me. I'm an all-round good egg.
That's what we like to hear.
That's all I need to say, babes.
Still got 10 seconds?
No, I've said enough, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Then.
Thank you. I felt that I'd sold myself within the realms of that time. I didn't need to say any more.
From what I've seen of SJ, she seems like a really cool person, but again, she does come across as really nervous. There's like a certain nervous tension about her, I think.
What would you rather be if you had the chance, a glamour model or Pete's PA?
I'd rather be Pete's PA. My dream job would be to open up my own professional dance school. I don't know whether Pete does a lot of dance, but there must be some sort of basic technique that can help, relieve his stress a little bit. I actually did really, really well. I mean, each individual that I spoke to, I told them what I'm all about. I told them that I'm very ambitious, which I think is the main sort of point.
Of all of the contestants, Shelley is the one I remember the least. How loyal are you?
I like to think I'm very loyal. I'm very passionate about what I work as and what I do. I'm very caring. I can respect privacy, obviously when I need to.
Who was the last person you had a good bitch about?
I mean, everybody bitches at some point. But
I don't.
I'm not quite sure what other words you can possibly use, in a short space of time to sell yourself. But I think I got the points across how I am.
Quite middle of the road. I've not really got pluses or minuses on him. From what I see, I'm a bit about him.